Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's me, Nick Sherrouse, and I'm getting ready to make another video. It's been about a month since I posted up the other last one, talking about my testimony going to hell the morning before Halloween. Perfect time to go to hell when you think about it. But I was just wanting to give you the update on how I'm doing. You know, my faith with God still stands strong. But just like anyone else, and being a human being, um, I sin just like anybody else. You know, there's been times I've hit weed a few times. There's been times I've drank. I've had my cigarettes here or there. You know, but it doesn't destroy my faith with God. Is the thing. I've put down the weed permanently, you could say. I can't say permanently because there might be a time where I might take the hit. I can't predict the future. But as for doing marijuana on a daily basis, I can't do it no more because what I've learned in life is that it slows you down, it makes you lazy, and you just become demotivated. You, it's, uh, it just fogs your dreams, is what it does. You know, and it takes a long time to get out your system to where I guess your body needs to function normal compared to all the other types of drugs and hard drugs. They go out of your body within a day to 3 days. You know, um, those are my battles. Um, really, weed I'm not addicted to. You know, the magic mushrooms. Um, I don't have no addiction to. I think, when you take them, they can get you on a spiritual path. But the thing is you don't need to take any type of substance to be a better human or be more spiritual. You just got to stay connected to God. I don't read the Bible, but I need to start reading it and I need to start understanding it. I pray from time to time, but I need to start having a daily relationship like I have a daily relationship with my girlfriend. I live with my girlfriend. If I can get $100 to spend, we would go to the courthouse now and get married because what we are doing right now in God's eyes is fornicating. For, that's the word, fornication. And, you know, God frowns upon that. That's adultery. I know we are right. We don't cheat on each other. We don't, you know, use each other just for uh, sex. We don't use each other for money or anything. We get along. She's the best girl I've ever been with, you know, but we have to be married, you know. That's God's law. So I just want to let you know I stay close to God because I like to watch people's videos on how they've become a born again Christian. And, you know, um, I watch a lot of different types of videos to the New World Order and the Illuminati. A lot of people might laugh at that, but I do my research on it. Like, for example, Hollywood. Hollywood is the most evil industry. A lot of these movies, the music, and the people that are in it are just straight up Luciferians, and they're just at a point now where they're admitting it. You know, Hollywood's not like it used to be a long time ago. When you look at the 90s, the 80s, the 70s, music has really changed. You know, a lot of people are coming out like Rihanna and even Bob Dylan, old school, talking about how he shook hands or sold his soul to the chief and commander of this world. Rihanna just admitting she's a devil worshiper and laughing. You know, people have really glorified Satan and this new age. I've noticed here in my town, you just got all these people in this hip shit, this new age, hippie, vegan diet and all. You know, they think when we die, we just get reincarnated. A lot of people at my work think this crap. And, you know, I go to the mall, and there's just a lot of these stores that are just starting to turn into these new age stores. They have some nice items, don't get me wrong, like, you know, incense burners, candles, to certain clothings, but they're starting to sell books about how to live your life, how this world started, and of course they sell the little boxes of tarot cards, and maybe if they have them, they have Ouija boards in the back. And this is supposed to be all cute, fine, and dandy, and this is what it is. Satan fucking rules this world. Excuse my French. That just came right out of my mouth. And it's really bullshit. You know, take a look at this. How many people, when you go out to a restaurant, how many people pray? Remember back in the old days when we sat down at a dinner table and we prayed before we ate, how thankful the food was? This is what people did back in like old pioneer days, before it was all about money, when it was all about what you were going to eat that day to see the next day. People were so thankful to have food on that table. Now, I've noticed when a family's at a dinner table at a restaurant praying, people will mock and laugh at them. They will laugh at them and have something to say. I noticed this type of joking in elementary school. Why are you praying? Why is he closing his eyes? Why is he talking to God? I mean, these are just little. This is demons going into people. You know, people get embarrassed when you mention like Christianity to someone. Uh, what's your religion? I don't have one. You know, and then you just start talking about Jesus and the Bible, people just flip out. They hiss like vampires, literally. And I mean, it gets to the point to where they will turn violent on you. You can talk about any subject, I mean, anything. But when you bring up that book, the #1 best-selling book in the whole world, you can look it up on Google, they just flip out. I call them vampires. You know, now I used to make fun of these people downtown, the Bible thumpers. You know, when it'd be busy night, everyone, Thursday, Friday, Saturday night, everyone's going to the bar, going to the club, eating at all these nice restaurants, just, you know, having a beer or some. But for the weekend warriors who like to, you know, drown themselves in alcohol and party and, you know, lust, whatever, um, you know, God frowns upon that too. You know, I mean, I don't think there's nothing really wrong. If you want to go to a bar for celebration, you know, there's nothing wrong with drinking alcohol in moderation. But let me get on track. The Bible thumpers, the people that would just spread the word of God standing on the corner, and they weren't even screaming at people. They would just, hey, have you found God? How you doing? Just trying to spread the word. And guys and girls would just walk by like they weren't even there. Or just say, no, I don't need your shit. And maybe one or two, there'd be some good ones. I always talk to them and everything. I used to just joke around and say, hey, come on, let's all go in and just have one beer or something. But they would just decline it. You know, those are the born again Christians, the real ones. But then again, they're human just like us, and there's no telling what people do behind closed doors. You know, I don't want you to think I'm this person that's going around picture perfect. And, you know, that would make me a false prophet. We're all not perfect. And that's the reason why God died on the cross for us. Because if he didn't make that move, we'd be going to hell. I'm sorry, folks. You don't go and do some God of War's body into Greek mythology days. You're not going to go into some cowboy back in the Wild West or be a caveman or shoot 9,000 years into the future being some mixed breed alien. It's not going to happen, you know. Um, I just don't get that. You mentioned, Christianity, and it's almost at a point where people get offended and it's turned into lawsuits to the point like these big corporation businesses, Bed Bath and Beyond, Target, whatever. Can't say Merry Christmas anymore, which is weird. Um, and people get embarrassed when they see people praying or whatever. What I wonder really what made Christianity or talking about Jesus or praying an embarrassing thing. But when you see someone, oh, there's a tarot shop that just opened down the road, or hey, let me read your palms and all this other stuff. That's cool. That's awesome. That person could tell me my future. When it really it's just all bullshit. They're either just scamming you, or you know, it ain't gonna lead you nowhere. The hippie new age life, those people don't care about you. They hate their lives. It's miserable. You know, uh, just living around in this van, driving. When I think of new age hippie, I think of someone like Charles Manson and how he thought he was hot shit and he had, all these girls. I mean, some of the stuff he says kind of makes you think, don't get me wrong, he wasn't a dumb guy. I'm not going to say that. And I'm not trying to bash on him or any of his fans. If you support him, that's your choice. But um, he had demons in him. That's just it. For him to just want to go out and murder all these people when, well, he really didn't murder them, but his multiple girlfriends did it. But he commanded it, plain and simple. But that's just something I don't get. We're embarrassed of Christianity, but it's cool to be in this new age Gaia, Giga, this website that just teaches you all this yoga stuff. They're starting to say now that yoga is demonic because when you get into these certain stances, you're um, posing as a god from another country, like Hindu. You know, that's another thing you notice. Like a lot of these Hindu people, the ones I know that work at the gas station, they don't do that yoga stuff. They know better. They're Hindu, but they don't mess with it. It's just all these white people that are all into it because they think it's good for their health. Really, it's not. You can do some research on this yoga stuff and how it's like really messed some people up. There's nothing wrong with stretching. I think stretching is very important before you do a workout. But to do all these weird exorcism twists to your body or something, I don't get that. But I just don't understand the embarrassment of Christianity and to what it has come. Maybe someone on here can better explain that to me because it's just pathetic. Don't understand that at all. But anyways, I wanted to make this video. I wanted to give you all an update on me and to let you know, I'm not that hateful person. I'm not going down that back alley or anything. I'm still moving forward. And I'm going to do my damnedest to keep fighting these demons. And I will always command them out in the name of Jesus Christ, Satan and his minions to be out of this apartment building, and this apartment whole complex. You know, we don't deal with Luciferian shit. This New World Order Illuminati stuff must come to an end. And I'm proud to have a president like Donald Trump. I really hope he's a good man of his word. I know I'm bringing politics into this, and I'll probably get some dislikes, but we have got a guy in the White House who can bring up the Bible without any hesitation. This guy has done a lot for this country. And why people are bashing him is because of what the media, the liberals, and of course, CNN, and what type of heinous stuff CNN can say and get away with blows my mind. I'm not really a big fan of the news on television. I don't even watch much television. I watch a lot of YouTube and I just read, I just hear the word and I go by my opinion. And we got a good president. I hope he goes in for another 4 years. The only thing I'm just afraid of is who's going to take over when he leaves, is the thing. But anyways, y'all, I want to keep posting more videos. I like posting these videos. I like people waking up. I like to help people out and just spread the word. It's just fun. It's a cool hobby making these YouTube videos. I think everybody should do them. But I will keep you all posted. At least try doing it once or twice a week. And, I don't know. I'll just keep you all posted. And, as long as I stay faithful, I'm not going to go down no dark path because I've been down that alley a bazillion times. But anyways, this video is about to be like 18 minutes long. And I just wanted to make a video. I ain't reading off no script or anything. I just like to talk things off the top of my head. So anyway, folks, it's 3:23 a.m. November 29th, and I'm probably going to stay up a little more and eventually call it a night. So stay posted, folks, and God bless.